Hey, this is Briana for Unsigned and Unleashed, and I'm here in New York City with Major League.
I never thought I'd hear you say, if you thought me you would let me go, then you walked away, I never thought it.
How are you guys today?
Great. How are you?
I am good. Alright, awesome. So can you just do me a favor and say your name and what you do in Major League?
I'll start. I'm Kyle and I play bass. I'm Brian and I play guitar and sing.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so you're out on tour with Real Friends, Such Gold, and Census Fail. And so it's like you have these pop punk bands and then you have Census Fail. They just came out with a new album that's a little bit heavier. So how has the chemistry between you guys been so far?
It's awesome. I don't think like the genres really affect anything. I mean, our band grew up listening to bands like Census Fail, so
yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of like their influence like within our music and stuff. So the whole genre thing doesn't like really have anything to do with it. They're great people and like we've had a blast so far.
Okay, awesome. All right, so you guys seem to get like pretty personal with your fans. Like I know yesterday you had some like sort of like Twitter like heart to heart and stuff like that. So how important is like getting out there and actually talking to fans for Major League?
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing for our band, only because we're normal kids. We started out like just like these kids going to shows, you know what I mean? Like we used to go to shows and we used to like know what it felt like to be like, you know, whether the band was huge or not, like just want to talk to a band and like, you know, get to know the backstory and get to know the band. And like so many have been like standoffish and like, you know, too good to like, you know what I mean? They want to be in that mindset of like rock stars, like they think.
Yeah.
And I think like, you know, our bands, like we know what that feeling's like, so we want to get to know our fans just as much as they want to know our music and stuff like that. Like not even us personally, it's more so like just the music aspect of it. Like I said in that post, like I just want to know what music drives our fans, like not just our bands. Like, you know, I love finding out new things about like people and the music and I've learned so many bands from like talking to kids, like bands that I would have never thought of like listening to and stuff. So
awesome, that's rad. Okay, so you guys released Hard Feelings like in January, I believe.
November, I'm
sorry, through No Sleep. And you guys are like self-managing yourself right now.
Yep.
So, but you're also like on these like major gigs. Like this is a pretty big tour. You guys were in like Europe for a little bit and stuff like that. So, how has that been?
Super fun.
Is it really?
Way to put it.
Yeah.
It's not like stressful or anything?
Oh, it's definitely like it has its stresses, you know.
Yeah.
But
coming on this tour, I was super nervous just because, like he said, Census Fail's a band that's been growing up, so it's almost like seeing, like that's what stresses me out. It's just like oh man, I hope this thing's like.
Yeah. I mean, like it's like with any job, there's going to be stresses and stuff, but we have the best job in the world, so you kind of let that stuff go pretty fast.
Awesome.
So.
That's a good attitude.
Yeah.
Alright, so I noticed like whenever I go out and interview bands, there's like the one member who's like really like business savvy, like he answers the emails and he does the interviews and stuff like that. So who is that in Major League?
I just creep through the emails and read what's going on.
Yeah, Kyle and I had a love-hate relationship for a little while we were doing the negotiations with No Sleep, because I would be in the middle of like negotiations and then like a couple hours would go by and I'd get a text from Chris being like, hey, you never answered the last email. And I'd be like, who opened the email? And I was like, oh, sorry buddy, that was me. Kyle, stay off the email until this is done. So now Kyle will read the email and then mark it as unread. So we got a little system down. Kyle's my other email buddy. So.
Awesome. Alright, well it's good that you guys are involved. I know some people are like, let's just play the shows and forget everything, which isn't like a bad attitude or anything, but you know, it's good to get in there a little bit. Alright, awesome. So now that Hard Feelings has been out for a little bit, what do you think the overall reception to it has been?
It's been great. I mean, it's definitely better than I think we could ever like ask for. Like we did a tour with Turnover back in November, like right after the record released, and you know, Walk Away was out for like a month and a half at that point as a single, and going on that tour and seeing the response just off of that one song, you know, was like mind-blowing. So, you know, as the months have gone on, especially like after we did the UK and stuff and came back, we were interested to see what the record did like back home in the US, because since Hard Feelings released, like we did that Turnover tour and the record was fairly fresh with everybody, so like not a lot of people like knew it on that tour. And then we did the UK tour, so like coming home it was kind of like, well, let's hope like people know the new stuff by, you know, April hits. So and yeah, it's been incredible. It's been a lot of fun.
Great. Alright, so you guys are playing Skate and Surf, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
go on like Batman or something like that. So, what are you looking forward to the most about playing that?
I'm looking forward to seeing the other bands.
Yeah, I think it's more so, the other bands and stuff. I'm excited to see Angie WK and like Transit and like just being able to hang out with like a lot of like friends and stuff like that as well. Like, you know, friends and bands that like you normally haven't gotten to see over like the past couple years, because like if you're not touring with that band, you're probably not gonna see them because like we tour, like everybody tours at different times, so like it's so hard to like hang out with friends at that point. So I think that's like the most exciting part, is like to hang out with everyone and see everyone and to watch Kyle go on roller coasters. Kyle.
Scared of roller coasters.
Yeah, that's fun. And like look at the picture after.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fun.
Awesome. All right. So I have 2 more questions for you. I like to ask bands about their hometown, and especially since you guys are from the East Coast, there's kind of like this sort of like grittiness to us a little bit. Like there's nice people, of course, but a lot of us are kind of like assholes a little bit. So what's it like being from Jersey?
It's Jersey. You know, it's like, I think like, I don't know. I don't really know how to like. It's exactly what you'd think, you know?
Really?
It's definitely like, I don't know, everybody's kind of a douchebag in Jersey. So it's kind of like, you know, it is what it is.
Alright, awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so my last question is, what's up with you guys for the rest of the year? Like, is there going to be just more touring, or are you guys going to release like, I don't know, like an EP or a split or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Good.
Well, after this, I know we're taking off for a little bit just to write everything. We have a bunch of ideas down. We just need to consolidate everything and like, you know, just get everything all rounded.
Yeah. Polish it off.
Yeah, and then like late July, we're heading out to do like another run. We haven't really like, I guess like finalized like who it's gonna be with and stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands that we're talking to, and basically the whole rest of this year is gonna be touring. But through that, we're gonna go in and do a new EP. So there will be a new EP for 2014.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
All right, great. All right, well, thank you guys so much for talking to me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right.
You tell me